Hello, everyone. This is Heroes of the Vale. Our heroes have returned for yet another adventure. We are joined by Hope Lavelle playing Penelope Halfpint, Adam Bradford playing Briv Steelmarrow, Briv the Buoyant,
Briv the Beautiful,
Lauren Urban as Okira, and Jen Kretschmer as Alindra. And we are missing TJ Storm, but for good reasons. I promise.
Good secret reasons.
Secret reasons.
Happy reasons.
Happy reasons. So, the last time we were playing, some of us are still recovering over various colds and flus. The last time we adventured, Alindra actually decided to try to make contact with the Ocean of the Dead. Lots of preparation was made in the monastery. Spells were cast. Everyone prepared for the absolute worst. And in the moment that Alindra connected with this ocean of dead that the party has interacted and fought against before, they found out that there is somewhere in this world a small portal. And from that portal, this ocean of dead has been swarming out from another world. A world that has been completely destroyed by this swarm of undead creatures. They have eaten all of the rocks, all of the plant life, all of the animals, the mountains, even the core of this other world completely away until it is nothing but a writhing, seizing mass of undead. And with that, Alindra's eyes turned pitch black, and she screamed as psychic energy flooded her mind.
Good times.
Yeah.
It was a happy ending. We were all very excited.
It was a Wednesday. So, that is
Life
where we are right
as
now.
An adventurer.
Alindra, the connection breaks. You see this.
Oh.
Your mind has been spread in a billion different directions at once as you experience this, and you come out of the trance. You're covered in sweat. You have a horrible migraine.
Is she back? Is it you?
What?
How many fingers am I holding up?
How many do you have? 4, 5, 3.
It's 3.
3.
I don't. She's okay.
2, 3. 1 plus 2 is 3. 1 plus 2 is 3. 3 times 2 is 6. All right. Oh, could I get some water or something, please?
Anybody?
I'll go get. I'll be right back, and I'll
Thank
run off
you.
and go get some water.
Briv begins to spit into his hand.
No, thank you, Briv. I appreciate the thought, but
I'll come back with the water skin. Here, slowly, quickly. I don't know. I've never had to deal with this before.
Thank you.
What happened? Are you okay?
What we saw. What we saw is a drop of water, a raindrop to an ocean. So
Ocean.
they're everywhere. There's a breach. They're coming through a portal, a breach far away, and they have destroyed the place they come from, just decimated it. There's nothing left. And they're going to do it here. We have to stop them, but there's so many of them. I don't know how we can possibly.
Did you see where this breach was?
How much direction do I have of how to get to the breach? Am I still tapped into it?
Oh, it's like in the very center. It was in the very center of the Ocean of the Dead.
We will need
So,
to travel.
It would be miles and miles and miles and miles.
It's going to be a far distance, and it's into the darkness.
Oh, I don't want to do that again.
No,
Me
but
neither.
if this is where they're coming from, and if there are this many already here, then this is why we need allies. This is why we need friends. This is
We will need
this is the army we
everyone
need to
can
fight.
find.
Mr. Gnome
Exactly.
Person. What do you know of the darkness here?
They like the dark. That's the first thing, and they're all undead, and they eat everything. That's kind of their
How long have they
MMO.
been here? Has this been a constant problem forever?
Last 100 years, I would say. Yeah.
Oh my goodness.
Yes.
What about before that?
No, we didn't have this problem before. Nope.
Do your sons ever set here?
Yeah, sometimes they don't have a very consistent orbit, you might say. So even us gnomes have trouble kind of calculating when the sun will rise or set. But it may be the only reason we haven't been destroyed yet.
It's the light is the only thing that's keeping them at bay. Oh, Kira,
Yeah.
what can we do? You harness the power of the sun, don't you?
I can, but I seem to be the only one. Every time I mention Palor here, people look really confused. I mean, I guess I can start preaching. I've never really converted anybody before.
Perhaps
Mostly-
they know it by another name.
Indeed, there are sometimes the names change, but the core of the essence is the same.
I always
can
thought that the
share
sun was
The
just a
knowledge.
burning ball of gas billions of miles away.
It is, but it's also a burning ball of gas within the heart of all of us.
And there
Oh,
are
that's
two
very
here,
poetic.
so there
I
are
am
multiple
well aware of
burning
gas
Yes.
within me.
We've
Well, it is
bloated.
important to know oneself and one's essence.
Do
I
the
shall
sons...
share my essence with thee.
Please
Oh,
don't.
Well, you've been
No,
teaching
that's
me how to
okay.
It's
fly. I'll
your
teach you how
essence.
to...
Please keep it to yourself.
You've been teaching me how to fly. I'll teach you how to harness that gas into explosive firepower. It's actually pretty cool. I don't know if... we'll worry
I
about that later.
believe that I am a natural.
Okay, well, I'm going to be on my way.
Wait,
Well, no, wait.
Really
Wait,
fun
I
being
still-
here for the exorcism.
Is there anything in the lore of your people about something similar? An invasion from another world, a world that was destroyed, a scourge.
No prophecies or estimates or anything like that. We never saw this coming.
and has anyone ever tried to do something about it? Has anyone tried anything?
Of course, lots of people have tried, but almost everyone gets destroyed. The one thing everyone learned to do very quickly was ultimately movement is life. We had to move all the time, every settlement.
To keep up with the sun.
What if? And I don't know if it's possible. What if we could move the other sun to the other side?
You
So
I can
it was in
ask.
place of darkness. I don't know if it's ever been done anywhere.
Did she hit in the head at some point?
Well, sort of.
I don't know how we can move a sun.
I can ask.
You
I
can
don't
ask
know.
if
Up
the
to
Sun
it.
King. Okay, well, I see that all of you are very busy with your ideas, and Woo! Look at that! Look at that time! Look at that time! Okay, well, I'm just gonna head back to the Gnomish city, and
Can we come
just
with you?
get it down. Yeah, absolutely, yes. But this room is getting a little weird for my taste. If you know.
Miss Owl,
been a little
are
in-
you able to walk?
I think so. And Alindra stands up and immediately trips and falls.
Oh,
Briv tries to
Maybe.
snatch her.
Briv probably is the fastest. Probably is the first one there.
Roll dexterity check.
Oh, 18.
Briv catches Alindra right before she falls onto the ground.
There was spit on my hand still.
Maybe give it another minute or
Did I
two.
take it? Off.
no, don't tell him that.
Even he doesn't have that much spit.
No.
No, not from you, Briv. Thank you, though.
No.
I appreciate the thought. But I prefer to bathe in fresh water.
Yeah, you
That's
are.
right.
Water.
Alindra you are definitely fatigued. Like, you could probably use a long rest. You are
Indeed.
extremely stressed out. Everyone's had to cast a lot of spells. It's been a very, very rough connection trying to speak with the Ocean of the Dead.
In fact, it seemed to stop time for a moment there.
Yeah, it's felt like it's been a couple of weeks since you did that. Maybe don't do that again, at least for a little
No,
while.
perhaps not.
I mean, it was very brave of you to do that, and it seems like we got some really good information. But let's not commune with dead people again.
No, it's unlike anything I've ever seen, and I never want to see it again. And I am afraid that the only way we're going to be able to stop this is to go there. Perhaps not. There's always multiple solutions to every problem.
You know, I think that we're all very fatigued, and we've had a long week. We should just rest and forget about everything for a while, and we'll start refreshed later. I say we go to this gnomish city on wheels and see what it's all about. Just me?
What's everyone doing?
I could go shopping.
Don't we have a dinner?
Oh, yeah.
Didn't we
Oh,
already?
you had it.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I'm not hungry.
Everyone's stomach is still feeling very kind of queasy, and
Oh,
to say
no.
food coma from eating. Now, because previously you had a very large dinner to welcome the gnomes to the new alliance, and you had your line cook, a kobold, cooking food, and then Briv decided to help. Briv, however, grabbed some ribs he found, and the ribs were actually of an undead wight that had been murdered by the group of the Heroes of the Vale earlier, and lots of people had consumed undead flesh. So everyone's got a little bit of a food coma right now, not feeling entirely 100%.
I am going to go fill my head with all of the things the gnomes have. I wish to not think of this again. After you, Mr. Gnome.
Well, it's about our sleeping time, but if you want to start fresh and, well, it's not really morning ever, but
Considering what happens when it gets dark around here, I think that's probably a good thing.
gnomish time, it's about midnight, so we're looking I'm looking to take a nap, especially after this tall elf lady's eyes went all black and started screaming. That's a lot more
Yeah.
You didn't notice that?
Are they still black?
No.
Does anyone have a looking glass? Is it?
No, you're fine. You're fine.
What kind of looking glass are you looking for? I got like a kind of a silvery one. I got the gold one, and I got a copper one. This one's kind of shaped like a triangle.
Are you trying to sell it to us?
No, I collect looking glasses.
Oh, the silver
That's
one's
very
lovely.
interesting.
Well,
I think everyone getting a nice deep sleep and starting again fresh in the morning is probably a really good idea.
Yep.
Especially you, Alindra. That seemed
I would very
horrifying.
much like to. I'm fine. She sits down and falls asleep.
Well,
Oh.
we'll just have Keen carry her. Keen? Did anyone see where Keen went?
Where is that blasted elf off to now?
Oh,
Keen looked. You can hear the sound of Keen vomiting outside the monastery.
that's a good place to vomit.
Just hand on the wall.
Briv just kind of
sweat.
says, he must have slinked back into the Feywild.
By way of a vomit portal.
Well, that's okay. I will carry Miss Our
Spit
Lady.
portals work.
Why do all of our portals involve bodily fluids?
They do now, but because
I'll go
responsible.
check on Keen before we go to bed. Make sure he's gonna be okay.
Okay. As you, yeah, Keen is in a bad way. Like, he looks like he's very sick and dripping with sweat. He doesn't look like he's going to die, but out of everyone, he is having the most trouble with having eaten undead flesh. So he actually needs a little help to his room.
I'll hold back his hair and pat his back and give him some
Such a mom.
time, and then give him a
I go
lesser
clap him on
restoration.
the back and just simply say, it looks as if you were not too keen for that food tonight.
If your puns are not helping.
Should make him throw up more.
Well, actually, if it makes him throw up more, then it's like,
Thank you, Briv. Your puns are helping as he's getting out. You'll get it all out. It'll be okay. We'll get you
He-
some
he
fruit in the
doesn't say
morning.
anything.
I
he's
shall
just
be
like-
here all night.
No, let's get you to bed.
and I'll help Keen
Riv
back
starts
to.
mumbling about not being able to
Shame.
sleep unless he's in his own bed. And he's just
Okay.
kind of complaining as he goes wherever the gnomes are going to put them up.
Oh,
I thought we were back on Storm Herald.
You are on.
Oh, are
Storm
we?
Herald.
I thought we were on
Yeah.
Storm Herald too.
Yeah, we went back to
'tis a
the library to
happy
go.
occasion. All right, then I am definitely getting into my own bed at this point.
Okay. Is everyone settling down for a nice rest?
Yes.
Penelope is gonna take a moment and go talk to the Dryad real quick. I don't know
Okay.
if we ever covered this, but I'd like to just sit down and talk to her and ask, yeah, Miss Dryad friend,
Yes.
I saw you in a vision and it sent me to you to save you. But what is your understanding of this darkness? Did you learn anything? Do you know anything?
I do.
Do you know how we can defeat them?
I do not know that they can be defeated. It may
Oh.
be that this is the end.
Well, that's not very encouraging. Well, what do you know? Because, knowledge is power, so anything that you have to say about them may help us in our quest.
You should do your best to survive and take care of yourselves.
That just won't do. No, there is
Just
a way.
Penelope, just remember, when things are at their absolute darkest, the dawn is coming. And she reaches her hand out and holds your hand. I'm going to miss you the most. And she retreats into the tree.
Does Penelope will climb up into the tree and kind of make a little nest for herself to sleep for the night.
Oh, okay. All right. Everyone sleeping? Everyone roll a perception check.
Sleeping perception checks.
1. Dirty 1.
Oh, ouch.
You got
All right.
14.
What?
Also 14.
14.
Lindra got 14.
Yes.
Oh, okay, 14. Okira?
14. All the 14s.
All the 14s. Okay. Briv, you have a nightmare.
I often do.
Alright.
You just feel yourself, you feel your bed is just kind of suffocating you. You seem to be falling deeper and deeper into it. At
All right,
first,
wait,
you're like,
Todd.
"Oh."
You're hitting way too close to home right now for Adam. No, I'm just checking. Go ahead. Go ahead. Safe space.
I don't know
We're
what's
so
happening.
lucky today.
Yeah. All right. I'm okay. Go ahead.
So you are, you feel completely enveloped, and at first you're like, "Oh, this feels nice," and now you're like, "Oh, no, I don't want to." And then you just go into a deep sleep, and you just have the sensation of falling. Now, Okira, you wake up and you hear a sound.
What did I hear?
There's
Broom falling onto the floor beside you. No.
yeah, you thought you heard muffled cries, like in someone's sleep. You're like, it sounds like Briv is having a nightmare.
I wake up and I'm still not used to sleeping with the wings and everything, and so I'm like,
Just
I'll-
sideways through the door.
it takes me like 5 minutes to like pat them into place, but like the whole time I'm like wandering down. I always pictured Okira had like one of those like sleepy nightcaps with the little poof on the end and a bed shirt, except now the bed shirt's got just like holes in the back for these giant wings, and so she'll try to follow the noise as she's trying to adjust.
Okay.
Is it where's it coming from?
It's definitely coming from Briv's room. So you can walk out into the hall and you can hear him just going, no, I'm not that sleepy. And then it stops.
I'll put my head up against the door and see if I can. Do I think he's having a nightmare? Do I think he's talking to somebody?
Oh, it's quiet in there now. Seems
Okay.
fine.
Let's kind of hang out by the door for a little bit. I don't think Briv would appreciate it if I just like burst in on his beauty sleep. Briv's the bull's
Okay,
beauty sleep, so I'm just gonna like hang out and wait and see if I hear anything. And
No, you don't hear anything. And then something catches your eye to the left of you. There's a bag on the ground.
okay,
Did I drop something?
I'll pick it up.
It's a super magical ornate bag. Roll an Arcana check.
Sure. Oh, I actually rolled really well. 16.
It is a bag of holding that perhaps someone has dropped.
Oh wow, this is really cool. One of the gnomes probably dropped this. All right. Well,
She'll like bring it back to the. If she's convinced that Briv, whatever's going on with him, is okay, she'll bring it back to the room and like mental note. Have to find out who this belongs to. It's probably one of the gnomes. They were bringing toys to kids, and so maybe they like Santa Claus did up instead of like just bringing 3 billion boxes. They just brought a bag of holding.
Right. As
So she'll-
gnomes are wont to do.
Yeah, be Santa. So yeah, she'll bring it back and then spend 5 minutes trying to figure out how to get back into bed with the wings.
All right, you kind of snuggle in the bed. You close the doors, and you blow out like a candle or a lantern that's in your room, and you settle down to sleep. And you hear a scurrying noise in your room, but you don't have dark vision.
No, I don't. Is it in the room?
Yeah, you hear something's wandering around your room like a rat.
Okay. I'm gonna light up my hands with some fire and light up the room and be like, what? Ah!
You hold up your hand and it ignites with flame, lighting up the stone room that has become your home. And things have, you didn't quite realize at this moment how much your room has kind of been destroyed and things have been knocked over by your wings and your extra horns and your tail now. So it's kind of more of a mess than you like to, you don't want to show anyone your room. It's kind of embarrassing at the moment.
She totally knows. She's selectively ignoring it. One problem at a time.
As you raise the light, you see something scurry around the corner. And then under the bed.
This is... Jeez, really? Rats?
And she'll climb back out of bed and look under the bed.
You look under the bed, and you see a rat run away. But underneath the bed is the bag of holding.
Was it trying to grab the bag of holding?
You don't know.
She'll grab the bag. She'll be like,
really? Taylor, really? Come on.
As you reach out to grab the bag, 6 sets of glowing red eyes appear on the bag. It just goes and just jumps out at your arm and just bites onto you.
Wait, the bag or like stuff comes out of the bag?
The bag just bites your hand and it's all the way up to your elbow.
Ah!
Just munching, just.
I'm going to breathe on the bag.
All right, go ahead.
Yeah. This is all right. Sure, breath weapon. I need the bag to make a dexterity saving throw.
Okay.
As in my panic of being attacked by this thing, I just go, ah! And flames.
Flames erupt over the bag and set your bed now on fire. And
later problem.
Penelope and Alindra, you both wake up and you just hear like screaming and then the sound of fire coming from Okira's room. And you can see kind of like a kind of backdraft sound and the glow emanating, as well as the smell of smoke.
We had a short rest then, not a full long rest, correct?
yeah. It's a bit of a short rest. Yeah. All right.
Did the bag make its saving throw? It was a DC.
It did not make its saving throw. How much damage do you do to the bag?
I rolled like crap. 3, 4, 5. It's only going to take 6.
It's getting higher and higher up your arm.
It's going to take 6 fire damage, and if it's getting too close, I'm just going to bite it back.
Okay. All right. It takes 6 points of fire damage. I need you to make a strength check.
Oh, dear. It's a 16.
Okay. You fail.
Oh, that's exciting.
Yeah. It moves all the way up to your shoulder. It's just like,
How big is this bag?
Its 6 glowing eyes are just staring right into your eyes, and it just looks so excited. And it's got long, pointy fangs.
I am
and
not
the bag
breakfast.
seems to be getting bigger and bigger. All right,
I'm
make
biting
a
it back.
attack. Penelope and Linda, you were both outside outside of Okira's door.
Penelope would have just bust through the door with her sling ready. What is it?
Okay.
And Alindra stands at the door and she knocks. Hello? Okira, are you alright?
And you'd hear her on the inside yelling, I'm not breakfast!
This is the order of events. Alindra goes up to the door and goes, and there's smoke and there's like the sound of flames and screamings and this weird like noise going on, and you're just like, oh, are you all right? And then Penelope just like kicks the door open.
That's what heroes do.
Thank you very much.
Okara, what is your by attack?
So I don't have one, so I guess I'm like, would you just like an unarmed strike?
Unarmed,
or like
yeah.
Okay.
Unarmed strike.
Sure. No, that's a 3. No.
Yeah, right as you try to bite at this thing, you two see this what looks like a bag, which keeps on getting larger and larger, a very ornate magical bag, all the way up to Okira's shoulder, and it just grows as you see Okira, open up her pointy, dragonborn teeth. The bag sort of rises up in defiance to her trying to bite it, and it gets bigger, and its mouth gets larger, and it just encapsulates and drops its jaws on top of Okira's head and shoulders, and just slinks all the way down Okira, all the way down to her feet. And Okira is gone.
Oh my goodness! I'm gonna go pull at the bag.
I'll go ahead and say that you just, and then you threw the rock, and the rock like taps.
Here's a rock.
Ding, 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 ding. And the bed is on fire. And there's like a really scared rat in the corner, just like.
Oh. It's okay, little rat. We can do this. I'm gonna go, and I'm just gonna start pulling on the bag.
All right, you start pulling on the bag. All right, Alindra, what are you doing?
I will message Penelope and say, Penelope, I'm sorry for being rude, but is everything all right in there?
You're not in the room.
Without permission?
Penelope would message. I mean, I can do a message back, right?
Respond,
That's how it works. Yeah. I would probably be something like, "Big bag, scared rat. But Okira, go on, help."
All right, I'm coming in. Sorry.
Penelope, I need you to make a strength check.
Oh, goodness gracious! It's a 9.
As you're like pulling on the bag, it's just like its eyes are like looking at you in the face, and you all of a sudden its jaws open up, and it looks like you're actually holding onto its tongue, and the jaws just as the tongue is pulling you, the tongue wraps around both of your arms and it sucks you in, and its jaws just open up. Right at this moment, Alindra, as you rush into the room, you just see Penelope Halfpine just go right into a giant bag, and giant white teeth and 6 glowing eyes are staring at you, and Penelope completely disappears. And you just see this creature just like super happy and excited. This bag is like moving around, just kind of darting around, moving towards you, just like
You get brave. All right. I'm going to stay there. Brave. I went to the room. I knock on the door. Brave, please wake up.
You're knocking on the door. You're knocking on the door, and the door slowly opens, and you see that Briv's bed is completely empty, sheets and everything.
Oh, good. Fantastic.
Jesus.
All right.
You feel a biting sensation on your left leg.
This is the
And you see
hungriest bag ever.
The bag on your left leg already munching its way up your left leg. Its teeth, its 6 glowing eyes, just glowing with delight and enjoyment as it's just like reaching further and further up your leg.
All right. I will.
How tasty are you?
I will mind spike the bag at 3rd levels.
That went so well
It's a
last time.
wisdom saving throw, and I actually have foreseen this moment. Oddly enough.
Okay.
13 for it.
Okay. You mind spike the bag, and the bag is like, ah!
I tap into whatever consciousness it may have, which I'm assuming is hunger, and I break its brain a bit. Sorry.
Its brain hurts very much, but as you tap into it, you go cross-eyed. You actually go cross-eyed because it feels like you just did the same thing again, and you just like feel like you just touched a whole, not just like, maybe it has thousands of minds inside of this thing. You don't know what's going on, and you're again overwhelmed. Like, this is like you already had a bad day because you tapped into billions of undead, and now you just kind of did the same thing.
This is an undead bag?
No, but you've Mind Spike has gone very much astray at this moment. Roll your damage. How much Mind Spike damage do you do?
Oh boy. This is at 3rd level, so it's going to do 3d8 psychic. It's 4d8. 6, 7, 5.
And what's the save?
It's a wisdom 13.
Everyone other than Alindra needs to make a wisdom saving throw. You said 13? Including
18.
Briv.
Oh.
Hey, Briv, welcome to the bag. How you doing? Welcome to our new home. It's spacious
21
and roomy.
on that.
Is a wisdom saving throw?
That's a dirty 20.
I'm so
wow.
wise.
I got 22.
Wow, big rollers. Okay, how much damage do they take if they succeed?
18 full damage and half on a save.
All right.
9.
9.
So wait, are we like conscious in this bag? Are we just hanging out in a Starbucks? Like, what's going on inside the bag?
For the three of you, you have the sensation of falling. And that's all you have right now. And
And an ice cream headache.
who is screaming? Who is maybe losing it? Who is afraid of heights?
Well,
Anyone?
no, not height. But...
Briv is
right.
not scared of anything.
Briv's asleep.
I'm not scared,
Therefore,
but I'm
he is
probably,
not scared of anything.
I'm not scared, but I'm probably trying to fly. I'm probably like wings
So
out.
is Penelope.
And, like,
Jen, I need you to make a strength saving throw.
Oh boy.
who?
All
All of us?
all right.
Me?
No,
Oh,
just
just
Alindra.
me.
Just Linda. Okay.
Oh no, this is not going to go well. Oh, not terrible. 18.
Oh, wow. That's impressive. You still get sucked
It's
in.
lucky.
Its jaws open up and it sucks in your other leg and just moves all the way up to your head, and you just see Briv's room. Briv, can you describe your room? What does your room look like?
My room is a fairly Spartan affair with none but a bed and silk sheets, real silk sheets, and a pillow that has a hole drilled into the middle of it where I get the proper neck support. So you see that is now over my head, kind of around the neck at this point. It kind of looks like your scarf, actually, Todd. And so the pillow is kind of around my neck. And then the rest of the room is just gray walls. But if you look really, really closely, you see that Briv has been carving things on the walls. And this looks like it might be some form of calendar. It looks like it might be some form of fan art. It looks like it's a variety of things all over the wall. And you can just kind of barely make it out that he's been carving it, probably with some type of sharp stone.
And that's the last thing you ever see as the jaws close upon your face and you are swallowed into darkness.
This is why you don't go in people's rooms without permission.
I didn't.
Everyone, that was Heroes of the Vale. I hope you enjoyed this episode. It's good being back. Okira, you see yourself falling through the sky.
Wings.
And below you, you see... Oh, that's right. You see...
Wings.
You see Briv blissfully asleep, strangely in his armor, covered in some of his bed sheets, just sailing down, and you see the ground, and you must be 2 miles above the ground.
I'm still asleep.
Not again.
Yeah, you wake up. You have a horrible psychic pain, and you wake up from your dream, and you look above you, and you just see, for some reason, Okira is flying above you. At this exact moment. Oh,
feel like Okira can get to me, or do I need to prepare for my shoulder roll I'm about to do?
You are very confused as to what is happening. You are very high up. It's very loud. You've never heard wind this loud before.
I start to peel the pillow off my neck and put it like on my shoulder.
Yeah, that'll work.
I wonder if you'll be friends.
Yeah.
I wonder if it'll be friends with me.
Okira, I'm going to need you to make a dexterity saving throw versus Penelope Halfpint.
Is she like heading? Okay. Wait, is she heading towards me?
Yeah, she's directly above you.
Okay. Instead of dodging, can I try to catch?
Still dexterity saving throw, so yes.
All right, fair enough. That's a 7.
Mm.
Goodbye.
I have a moment where I go to dodge, and then I'm like, no, wait, I should catch. And I don't do either.
She slams right into your wings, and you start falling as well now, and now Penelope Halfpint is falling past you. What was that?
May I cast Featherfall?
Yes, you may.
I would like to do that, please.
Okay, you cast
I
Featherfall.
prefer not to die this day.
Or in this bag.
What's the thought?
What's the
I'd
range
rather
again?
like
Does
being
that
alive,
reach
talking
everyone?
to people and learning things.
So would you cast
sorry.
on everyone?
Yes, please.
Okay, you cast Featherfall on everyone. And you slowly descend at a rate of, 60 feet per second?
Yes. We can land on our
It's-
feet.
10 minutes go by. And
There's
you are
panic
just
for about a
slowly-
minute or two, and then eventually...
Briv takes the pillow back and just lays down in the air.
Penelope, can you
through-
just get off my back? Can you come here?
You descend through a cloud. Everyone gets incredibly wet. There's like lightning as it's apparently a thunderstorm. You descend through that, and you see more ground now. And below you, you think you see what might be some kind of structure in the middle of a grassy field on a hilltop. Just then, something just flies past all of you. Just a giant, massive creature. Okira, you're the first one to notice. It's a dragon.
Oh.
Barely misses you.
What color dragon?
Yeah.
Actually, I need everyone to make... Well, you can't really make dexterity saving throws, but Okira, you're the only one that can. So you just kind of hear this big whoosh. This whoosh sound of something moving like almost at, the speed of sound through the air. And it's coming right at the entire group.
And me, because I rolled a 5.
And you see the head of a dragon, a golden dragon.
Okay,
Perhaps
gold. That's better than other options. Okay.
All right. It hits you first and knocks you out of the way. In slow motion, it looks completely surprised and confused. It looks at
Join
you
the
like...
club.
And then looks at everyone else. And the weirdest thing is that this golden dragon has no wings and just speeds past you and knocks everyone out of its way.
Rude.
All right.
As it goes
guys,
past in Draconic, I'm going to be like, well, and hi to you too.
You shouldn't be in the air. Just keeps going.
Thou hast no wings. Thou should not be either.
Guys, the ground is getting closer.
Listen, I don't know what kind of strange creature you are, but I don't know what you're talking about.
I am a Briv.
Well, you look different. And just keeps going through the air. Good luck. Stay out of the air.
With no wings.
Stay out of the sky. Sky's not for people with no wings.
Hey,
A dragon with no wings.
I'm a dragon with wings. Ow.
You keep on descending, and now you can kind of finally make out this large gray stone tower. Very large circumference. And it's open at the top. And you are seemingly falling directly into it.
Can I push us, or at least, I'm assuming I have Penelope with me because we kind of fell together on top of each other. Can I, like, maneuver the two of us at this point so that maybe we don't land on top of stone, but, like, on some of the grassy fields?
Yes, you can. Are you actively trying to push everyone outside of the range of the inside of the tower?
I think I'd only... Penelope, grab on! And then I just kind of try to, like, use what little flying training I have and, like, glide out into the grass.
Okay, you manage. Okay, but you're not doing it for anyone else.
I don't think I can.
Yeah, you don't really have the time. All right, Penelope, Okira grabs you and manages to fly the two of you out of the range of the tower. As Briv you just see Briv go, and then very soon after is Alindra. How is Alindra taking this? It's a rough day.
It's a rough day. Yeah. What is going on? I'm so.
Briv, you fall into the tower, into what seems like some darkness, but you notice there's light, seemingly from some kind of light spells.
As I start to get close to the ground, even though I'm going pretty slow, I just in slow motion.
Hero landing.
The ground,
yes,
Briv, you just do your superhero landing, and you're just like, yes, I am the toughest half-orc that has ever existed. And you hit the biggest gelatinous cube you've ever seen.
Oh my god.
That's fair.
And it's the coolest landing ever in this realm.
And it's immortalized because it's there for all to see.
You immediately sink in into the gelatinous cube. You are surrounded by skeletons of various creatures of different types. There's armor sets, and this gelatinous cube fills the entire tower. It is massive. Lindra,
the Jello mold gone really, really wrong.
And you are engulfed by this giant gelatinous cube. Soon after Briv.
That's not good.
Do I have any time before Alindra lands to try to do something?
Yes, you do.
I'm going to. I don't know.
You do take 7 points of acid damage for you, Briv.
Okay. I'm not sure how close am I to the top of what I perceive as this cube? How far in do I feel like I went?
At the very top.
Okay.
You could potentially. Are you trying to prevent her from being engulfed?
I'm trying to take my shield and shove it and flatten it out at the top as much as I can to see if since she's descending slowly, to see if she can land on it.
Right. As you are doing so, as you are able to pull your shield through the ooze and get flat. And Alindra, you just land right on Briv's shield.
Nice.
And you can kind of smell the smell of Briv kind of cooking in there, being digested.
How How quickly is it burning us?
Okira, Penelope, you are outside of the tower and you land safely. It's a beautiful day.
That was very well done, Akira. That was so much fun. Can we do it again?
I would rather not get eaten by a bag again, but we can try to go flying some other time.
So we're like just outside of this big tower?
Yep.
Is there a way in?
Yeah, there's a door.
We should go find out if Briv and Alindra are okay.
Okay, let's run.
All right. Inside this bag in a tower.
Yeah, we'll walk on over and...
Okay, you
Open
walk
the
on
door?
over. You knock on the door?
No, I just try to open it.
Oh, you open it? It opens.
Yeah.
And there's just a giant blanket of ooze just a foot away from the door of
I
gelatinous
close the
cube.
door.
And then, there's a skeleton. There's like a skeleton just like in mid-scream holding a sword and a shield and a suit of armor, just like...
I close the door.
Yikes.
I look back at Penelope and I say,
So we're in a bag, and
Mm-hmm.
we fell for 10 minutes, and then there was a dragon,
Mm-hmm.
and now this is a big jello mold
Inside of a tower.
inside of a tower.
Yeah.
We should probably go help our friends.
Okay. How do we
I'll
do
open the
that?
door.
That's an excellent
You
question.
open the door.
I'll open the door
Skeleton's
again.
still there. Its jaw just slowly falls off.
Is
Maybe
the
we should try
gelatinous
another
cube...
way.
That's a good idea.
Is there another way? Is there like a window or another door?
You can move. You can shimmy around against the wall.
No, I don't want
There's
to go
some-
inside. I mean, like outside on this tower. Is
Why
this just the
don't
one
you can-
entrance?
You can fly. Let's
you-
go up to the top.
Yeah, there's
Oh,
a
yeah.
window as well. This tower is actually kind of built not to keep things out, but to keep things in some ways, because it definitely has more of a grade that is easily climbable.
Oh, okay.
Penelope, I can try to fly up there, but I'm kind of new at this whole flying thing. Are you sure?
You can try. I'm gonna climb. I like climbing, and I'll cast spider climb, and I'm just gonna go.
Okay. Just go.
Oh. That's a much better idea.
I will
Okay,
try
you-
to fly to the top of the tower.
You can fly to the top of the tower. You get up there as well, Penelope. Alindra, what are you doing as Briv is cooking in the acid?
Is Griff near us?
Griff? Yeah, Griff.
Yeah.
Griff is flying above.
Is there any way that Griff can retrieve a rope from anywhere?
He doesn't. Griff doesn't see any rope at the moment.
Does Griff see Penelope and or Kira?
Yes.
Griff is currently in pseudo-dragon form.
Okay. Yes.
Can Griff go use the limited telepathy to let them know what's happening? And that we
Absolutely.
need their help immediately. All right, I'm
Well-
going to send Griff to do that. Then please.
Okay. Griff, the pseudo dragon flies over to Penelope and Okira and with telepathy, as he just kind of shows you kind of images of like Briv inside a
It's
gelatinous
like
cube,
the mochi
cube
cups that you
oozing.
get with the jello and the gelatin and the fruit in the center. But
And
it's
you
Griff
get the image of
and
Alindra on top of a shield and like just the feeling, the vibe of urgency. Briv, what are you doing?
I am going to try to. You said skeletons all around, right?
Oh yeah.
I'm going to try to move as many skeletons as I can toward me in order to. Essentially, what I'm trying to do is use them as leverage as much as I can to try to ease myself out of the cube. But the priority is to keep Alindra out of it. So I
now,
am still trying to tripod the shield as I'm doing this. And I'm basically just trying to, at this point in time, expose my head and arms. I don't believe I can get my entire body out, but I'm just trying to make sure that I can breathe.
Okay, yeah, you You actually make some headway. Make me a real quick strength check and also a constitution check.
Do I have also
20 on the die?
Time, do I have the time to cast a spell as well, since Griff is a separate
You do.
action?
Yes.
All right, may I cast guidance, please, on Briv?
Okay, you cast guidance on Briv. What
Is
does
that
that
a
I know
do for
Briv
you?
does not want any blessings, but I give the blessing of knowledge regardless. It's not blessed.
I did not ask
You're
for
not
your
blessed.
guidance either.
Not guided.
All right.
Yeah, that comes off as.
Don't complain about being blessed. You're not blessed.
I still said it. All right.
So you rolled a 20
you
on your strength?
Yeah, it was a 23 total, 20 on the
So
die.
yeah, you can
plus,
add a d4 to an ability check of your choice.
So that's a 27 on the strength check. And then you said constitution check. Is that what you said?
Yeah.
Also? Okay, that's a, let's see. That's a dirty 20.
Oh, wow. All right, you take 3 more points of acid damage. And you just go, and you just power through was just essentially jello mold, grabbing all of the skeletons and armor, and you just start kind of climbing up that kind of column of dead bodies that you have formed, and you just get your head barely out of the gelatinous cube.
Hail, Alindra.
She's still on top of your shield. And you're like, your face is
and
like by
Alindra
the
like
shield.
takes her knife down and like goes, oh.
We are all adults here.
All
We
no reason.
Can I see them from where I am
Yeah,
at
have
the
we
top
made
of
it
the
up
tower?
Oh yeah, you are watching this madness.
We both have come
Yeah.
up now.
Yes.
Okay.
And you
Sorry, go ahead,
see
Akira.
again a just absolutely massive, probably 60-foot by 60-foot gelatinous cube.
Oh.
And how far down are they from the top of the tower?
Pretty far down.
Mm.
You notice also with a courtesy look that the walls themselves have been slicked down with some type of oil.
Of course. Of course.
Penelope's gonna take a chance here. She's gonna jump to try to get to them. And as she's jumping, she's gonna cast Water Walk because it works on liquid such as acid. And this is kind of liquidy. So she's gonna take a chance and try. Whoosh! Here I come!
Wait, don't you want to? Oh.
Oh my goodness.
All right.
Act first, think later!
Huzzah!
All right, Penelope Halfpint jumps onto the gelatinous cube. That's your action. Okara, what are you doing as you witness this horrifying instance?
She's been slowly going over the spells she's got prepared and wishing that she hadn't been eaten by a bag and fallen into an alternate dimension in her nightgown because she went to go reach for her pack and realized all she has is a nightgown. So she has no idea what she wants to do. Do we want to just try to destroy this thing? This looks like a giant trap.
That's what you say? As this happens, Penelope Halfpint succeeds in her rather strange usage of arcane magic, and you see Penelope just do another kind of. Well, tell me how you do this. Tell me how you land.
So, I think it would just be like a like right on the surface, and she's just
Wait, I
like
missed
this.
that.
She's like,
How did that go again?
hello everybody. And since it will work, and I cast it within the range of them as well, it'll affect them. So now Lindra can walk on it, and since Briv is underneath, it will bring him up to the surface.
Okay, with one
Oh my
caveat.
God, that's awesome.
When you hit the top of the gelatinous cube, you bounce 15 feet back up in the air. And so I need you to make a dexterity saving throw, or you just, in Okara, you are probably horrified as well as everyone else. And Briv and Alindra, as you just see Penelope just going boing,
Briv is
boing,
delighted. He
boing.
is not horrified.
If she says we, then I'm more amused than horrified.
Okay.
She also has feather fall on, so she keeps landing on her feet.
Yeah, so she's like,
This is the best. And I got a 16 on my dex.
Okay. You succeed. You may.
Penelope, perhaps you might want to stabilize here. It's a bit uneven. And...
What are we doing?
Am I expunged yet?
You're not expunged. You need someone to pull you out.
Well, I thought the spell would like move me to the surface. Is that
It
right?
does.
It has not moved you to the surface.
Probably slowly.
But everyone on the surface can aid you in a strength check to pull you out.
I shall do that.
Indeed.
That's okay.
I mean, are they just giving me the help action, or is
It's just a
It's
+2.
really actually just the help action. Only Briv has to roll strength. So Briv has.
and I do so at advantage? Yeah. Okay, so that's a 20.
If it's
30,
an
20?
athletics check, then he gets plus a d4
plus
from
4.
guidance.
Because of your guidance. I thank thee. It's a 23.
Pulls you out. You are now on top of the gelatinous cube.
And then if Penelope is still kind of bouncing, I just stick out my arm and like grab her at one point to hopefully stop the bouncing.
Thank you.
Oh, good. This is a much better situation than before.
Now how are
Well,
we
except
to
for the
get
fact-
out of here?
I'm
Well,
so
we can walk
glad
now.
you survived. You hear in your
Who are
heads.
you?
Huh?
The
that?
devil?
Hello?
Thank you. I'm glad I survived too.
Hello, you.
Greetings,
Foul
I'm
demon
Alindra.
fiend, show thyself.
It's okay, Miss Owl Lady. It's okay.
You are standing on me.
Oh.
May we have this communication telepathically or silently, because talking is exhausting. And it has
is
been
all-
a very, very long day.
everyone. Oh, Kara, make a perception check.
Sure. That's a
and
10.
Also, Lindra. 10. Okay.
Perception?
Yep.
Uh, 12.
Okay. You see an arcane device that you recognize buried in the gelatinous cube, which seems to be glowing. It's a helm of telepathy.
Ooh. May I use a mage hand to retrieve it?
You can, yes.
I would like to do so.
Hey, why are you taking away my helm?
Well, I thought
Thou
you'd make
hast
it
no
easier.
head. Thou hast no need of it.
That's hurtful. I have many heads inside me.
It's fairly disgusting.
I agree.
Riv starts to go and take the skulls out.
I want to be free. I don't want people to keep dying. They trapped me in this
But-
tower so that
Who are
anyone who
you?
came in was eaten by me. I just want to get out of this tower.
Make
so
thyself
happy.
a slide and let us depart via the bottom door, and we shall destroy this tower and set thee free.
I'll go open the door. And Okira will fly down. Like outside the tower and go open the door.
Wait.
I'm sorry, who are
Roll.
you?
Yes, why were you put here in the first place?
To eat everyone who came in.
What? Why?
You have a name.
An evil wizard named Vordred.
Did you just make that up?
That sounds like
No.
a made-up name.
I think that sounds made up.
It's not a made-up name.
'Tis not real.
It's a famous name. He's a famous wizard here.
Have I ever
Here
heard
in the
of
bag?
Mordred?
Where is here?
Here. I don't get around a lot.
At this point, I've opened up the
What
door
land is this?
and I would like to just gesture out and be like, all right, come on out.
Make
Ooze.
thyself a slide.
Kind of makes a dip where you guys can slide down.
Briv leaves his shield behind him and
Yeah.
says, "To keep thee from burning thy feet." And then he just slides down.
I'm gonna use it like a sled.
Briv's the first one to slide down and out the door and right into the grass.
Unless Alindra, do you want to use this shield?
I suppose so.
Oh.
What a day.
The most begrudging wee ever.
I just imagine the disdain as you slowly slide onto the grass on a shield. It's just like,
It's just like no anything left to give. Alindra's out of spoons completely. She's just like, oh, come on, really? Right.
oh, all right. Penelope Halfpint, what are you doing?
Oh, I'm gonna do freaking belly slide all the way down. Woo! This is the best adventure ever!
This is an adventure? I thought it was just a bag.
You
There is
slide
power
up
in
gelatinous cube, still kind of bouncing as you go, and you slide right into the grass, and you get kind of like grass stains on your clothes and your knees.
Yes, I love grass stains.
Okay. Gelatinous cube, you next.
Back away from the walls.
Why?
And then
can't you?
basically I am looking for anything that I can start smashing stone.
Stones, there's a lot of them. There's plenty of them. But everyone make intelligence checks because this is kind of like masonry kind of stuff.
Ooh, I am so intelligent today. That's a dirty
17.
Wow, dirty 20.
That's a 4.
All right.
I'm very, very tired.
Okay, everyone, I've got this.
I'm very, very dumb.
Penelope the Intelligent is here.
Penelope, you notice. You really think about this now that you've slid. You notice that it doesn't seem like it's necessarily the most stable structure, and the foundation itself doesn't seem completely even as well.
I will cast mold earth right by the doorway to create a hole.
Briv rushes to the other side and just starts to shove on the tower.
So, are you from a colony of others like yourself, or tell me about
Alindra,
your
tis a time to talk and a time to shove over towers.
I don't know if
I've
any
never
of
had
this like
someone
me.
like this before, and this is new, and I should record it, but I really would like to sleep. So I'd like to get through the interview quickly if you'll please not interrupt.
Briv continues to shove the tower over.
Okay. Penelope, you continue to dig earth out from underneath the tower.
Yes.
Okay.
This is
Briv,
definitely helping.
Make me a strength check.
If I need to, I'm action surging. I'm doing everything that I possibly
you get
can
60?
here. A 60. All right, I got a 19 on the die.
That's
I
impressive.
still have a 4. It's not a 60,
Yeah.
but I'm gonna play this through.
He only
that's
needs
a 4 on
41
that
more.
die.
Come on.
So it's a 20.
Yeah, you're
It's a
pulling the full
26.
cap. That's good. Yeah, this is like Captain America trying to hold Thanos' fist. It's impressive. So yeah, you're just like, there's like a long camera shot away. You just see like dirt flying in the air on one side of the tower. On the other side of the tower, you just see Briv just like trying to push a tower. And Penelope, your side of the wall falls around the door. Actually, the door is the only thing left standing on the left side. And you feel
This
your
is
side,
why whenever
Briv,
there's-
shudder.
This is why whenever there's an earthquake, you always stand in a doorway, see?
Oh, an earthquake.
I did it.
Briv, do you come back around?
Yes, I do. I shoved
Okay.
that wall over.
The gelatinous cube oozes about 15 feet out of the tower.
Thank you so much.
Thou art
Sure.
very welcome.
Hello,
you-
what is your name?
Wait.
Have a name.
Were you also eaten by the bag too?
Yes.
You really had to think about that.
That did not
Tell us
seem
more.
entirely trustworthy.
Are you making things up again?
It has not given us any reason to
No.
believe it's lies.
I think we should call you Glubby. Okay. Hello, Glubby. You're my new friend.
I've never had friends or name.
Well, now you have
I
both.
think we shall call him Libby.
It just kind of quivers. I've only eaten people, so this is nice.
It's nice not to immediately eat people, right?
Wait, what?
It was
So-
just that one time.
Where are you gonna go now that you're not stuck in the weird trap tower thing? Do you know how to get out of the bag?
I never really thought about it. No. I
So
do not
where-
know how to get out of the bag. I just want to be out of the tower.
So
Wait,
where
wait.
do you plan to go now?
I guess that way.
Thou hast thine freedom.
Do you have a family?
with
Where did
peace.
you come from? Like where were you before
What about
you were
this
here?
evil wizard? Is he still out here?
Yes. Far to the west. In the
West inside the bag or west outside
in
of
the
the bag?
obsidian castle, you will find the evil wizard Vordred, and he may have a way out.
Made up.
Of the bag?
Yes.
This
If
is a
you
very
think we
large
are in a
bag.
Then yes, he may have a way out
Do
of
you
the
have
bag.
Do you have a map of this bag?
I have no map.
Rat. I have no pants. I'm very upset.
Wait. Let me check. Oh, you have no pants?
No, I was asleep at the time when all this happened.
Tis regurgitating some pants for thee.
Oh.
Pants to squeeze out of the gelatinous cube and plop onto the grass.
Briv
Oh,
goes and
that's so
picks them
very
up,
kind.
shakes them out.
And then it just kind of does this again.
Ooh.
A scroll case pops out. A couple of them.
Oh,
Pick
Thank
one up
you.
and hand it to Alindra, and I'll pick the other one up and then just hand it to Alindra.
Okay. They're still kind of covered with slime.
I'll wipe them off.
Okay.
Something tells me you're gonna know what's in these more than I will.
I will try and figure it out. Do I know what they are?
They're just scroll cases.
I
scrolls in
will. Let's see. Is there anything I could wipe them off with that I'm not wearing?
Here thou goest. And Briv just gives you a sleeve.
I thought for a second you were handing her the pants.
I'm like, wait, we only have one pair of those.
And I wipe off the scroll cases. Do I
Okay.
recognize any of the engraving or anything on the cases?
No, not on the cases themselves, but if you open them up, you recognize a scroll of fireball.
Oh, I know that one. That's a good one.
And
Excellent.
and the other scroll case contains a map.
All right. So clerics of Agma are really good at maps. That's something we do. What does this map do for me here? Do I know what it
It
means?
shows the map shows you the tower. It shows a section called the Enchanted Forest to the north. It shows an ocean far in the distance on the other side of the mountain range. It is a full map of this world, and this world is massive.
We've fallen
Does it
into
say
another
Vordred is here?
world.
It does have, it says the
Obsidian Castle?
Obsidian Castle in the wastes.
Well, that sounds lovely.
In the wastes.
Tis
Right.
what Glibby said.
Yes, and there's a
Flappy.
drawing of like an
Flappy.
obsidian castle.
Glibby.
Right. Does this look like a well-made
lies.
map?
Yep. No,
Right.
kind of childishly drawn, actually. Yes.
Childishly drawn? Does it
Not
seem...
the best map you've ever seen. Like, even the words are kind of scribbled. And the definition and artistry of the map is, well, you know, it's a good it's a good first pass.
So,
Cartography
I will
101.
distribute a map that I believe could be false. I only will distribute the map with the best possible information. And right now, this is the best possible information we have. So I will operate off this for the time being.
Okay.
All right. So are we headed to the wastes, I suppose?
Well, what about the enchanted castle? That sounds so nice. Oh wait, no,
Well,
I said
it's an enchanted forest.
Yeah, that one. That sounds really fun.
want to
Maybe we
go
should make
back
like a
because-
little road trip.
Well, I'm going to go now. So, thank
Okay,
you.
Glubby.
Is there anything
Fare thee
to tell
well,
about the
Glibby.
journey? Or if
Yeah.
there's a place to rest?
Again, I'm not from here, so
Hey, out of curiosity, so all the bodies that are in there are people you've eaten? Nobody came from, like, the door? Okay. They all
Briv
just
takes a
fell into
look
you.
through the beautiful transparency of this gorgeous, gigantic cube and sees if he sees any weapons, particularly one-handed weapons.
Yes, you do see a sword.
How close is it?
It
Libby,
is.
canst thou expunge one more item? I doubt that thou needest it. That sword, there.
you have given Glabby a name. You have freed Glabby. I will give you each one item. Otherwise, I will strain myself.
No, we wouldn't want that. That would get disgusting.
We do not want thou to blow an O-ring. So yes, I shall take that sword.
And you see the sword just kind of like the sword from the stone just kind of pop out.
I'm taking a look at it.
As you touch the sword, it ignites in flame.
Ooh.
Green flame.
Oh,
Green flame.
That's pretty cool.
I do think Keen would enjoy
Briv
that.
the burning.
Brave the
Oh.
burning.
I approve of this new name.
All right.
Before you go, are you familiar with a wingless dragon that's been flying around? Kind of rude.
I am. I hate him.
Oh, but why?
He poops on me sometimes and laughs and flies away.
So he's not very nice.
No.
I shall slay him for thee. 'Tis inexcusable to defecate
inexcus-
on one as noble and honorable as thee.
Yes.
That is true. That's inexcusable. It's a little weird for the gold ones. Sorry.
And
Oh.
a pair of halfling slippers pop out. Actually, a halfling cloak pops out.
That'll fit me. She shakes it out and examines it.
Yeah, and like as you're shaking it out, like gelatinous cube bits hit everyone
Just-
around you in the face.
Penelope, would you like not?
I'm sorry, what?
Nothing. Nothing.
There we go. It's so pretty.
It does this a couple more times, and then like a single golden ring pops out of it, and it tries one
Was
more
it
time.
its O-ring?
and then a very arcane looking staff squeezes out as the entire gelatinous cube is like shuddering, and it pops out.
Ooh.
And the staff is covered in runes.
I guess
Like,
that's yours.
reading
And I'll,
the runes? I will identify everything when I have the opportunity.
Okay.
But I am very tired. I
All right,
would
bye
like the rest
now.
of the evening.
And he just
Have safe travels.
They just
May all those-
slide off the hill and down.
Bye, Flubby.
Goodbye.
Bye.
Abby.
That was a very nice friend.
Slide
Adding that
safe.
to my book.
I'm going to set a place for us to rest tonight. I've
How
been
about the
doing some
enchanted
research, and I
forest?
think I can give us a safe home for the evening. And I, as a ritual, cast Leonard's Tiny Hut, which is a new spell that I have.
Oh,
Hey.
and
We
that
have
creates
lovely,
a hut.
temperate, safe home to stay in, which no
A
one can
hut,
enter without our permission. Which would
What
have
does
been
this
lovely.
hut look like
so we
as you
wouldn't fall into bed.
summon it?
It allows us to see out, but others not to see in. It kind of forms almost like an igloo around us.
Okay.
And what am I forgetting? That's the main thing. It provides a temperate, safe place for us to rest.
Okay.
For a long rest.
Doesn't it
All right,
like
do-
prevent spells and weapons? It's like super
Yeah,
safe, isn't it?
Yeah, it's very safe. It's and I can change the lighting in it from the inside as well. Yeah, no spells, no magical effects can come through, or be cast out of it either. And inside
Okay.
it is comfortable and dry, regardless of the weather outside.
Okay. Perfect.
It is a lovely traveling bubble.
Briv walks in and makes like as much space as he possibly can in this pretty tiny hut. Like for himself, he's saying.
Okay.
He's a big fella.
Everyone else?
I'll pick up the ring and look at it, and pocket it, and then look around like one last time to see if I can see the rude dragon that was flying around.
Yeah,
And
I'll
also,
say it.
do I see the top of the bag? Okira kind of
No.
just wants to fly straight up and try to fly out of the bag, but she won't leave her
You don't see-
friends.
You,
so she-
you can't make it out with the clouds and the blue sky. You can't see the top of the bag.
Is there a sun?
No, just a radiant glow.
Cool.
This is super creepy.
And she'll walk on in to take her long rest.
Okay.
Penelope will use the cloak as a blanket and kind of curl up in a little ball and go to sleep.
Okay.
First thing in the morning, I would do my identifications on everything as rituals.
Before, so as Briv is going to sleep, he realizes for the first time that he might never see Flo and Beat Grinder again. And he just kind of, nothing happens other than if anybody happens to be watching very closely, one single tear rolls down the side of his face. And then he realizes that he needs to figure out how to turn this sword off before he burns this hut down. And so the rest of the time he's trying to just think really hard for it to turn off and hope that he eventually gets that.
Okay.
Does it work ever?
Describe to me again what Briv is hoping happens.
He hopes that the sword, I'm assuming the sword is just on fire.
Yeah.
And so
yeah.
if that's the case, I want to make sure
You learn to attune to it and you can shut down the flame. it takes some time. You're just you're looking at
he figures it out after about an hour.
yeah.
And then basically you see, during the course of that, that's when the tear happens. But then eventually he gets it to where he can think in it, burst into flames, and then he thinks again and it turns off. And then he's got a big smile on his face. And then he just lays over and immediately goes to sleep within about 30 seconds.
Okay.
I think Okira would spend some time just sitting there waiting for everybody else to go to sleep before she tries to go to sleep, because no one's seen her in her inability to really get comfortable in her new body yet. And so she's a little self-conscious. So I think she would intentionally be ignoring Briv because she doesn't want to engage. She wants everyone to just go to sleep. And then as soon as everybody's asleep, she'll be like, all right, here we go. And then she'll spend the next hour trying to lay on her side on the ground, trying to manage the wings and the horns and the everything.
Okay.
And one of you probably wakes up
Alindra-
with a wing in your face.
Alindra
Sorry.
settles into trance, and she sees Orkira struggling. She sort of whispers very quietly. She says, "Try wrapping them around you, perhaps. Try wrapping them around you. That way they're not bunched up."
I can try. I keep trying to like tuck them in like birds, but that doesn't seem to work. And there's spikes back there now. It's kind of.
That's not comfortable.
No, I've kind of shredded a couple of mattresses. It hasn't been fun. That's why I didn't really mind setting the bed on fire.
Yeah. No, we should.
I'll give it a
figure
try.
something out for you.
Yeah. I'll wrap them around as best as I can.
All right.
Burrito.
And then I will leave her alone and I'll trance. And because I only need to trance for 4 hours, then when I'm awake, I can go ahead and do my identifications and my getting settled with everything that needs to happen.
Okay. As you are casting the spells and examining everyone's items, it is clear that Briv's sword is a sword of flame. You examine the ring, and though very crude in make, it seems to be very similar to the Ring of the Ram. And that is the ring that Okira has. You find that Penelope Halfpint has a cloak of elven kind. And 1 second. Notes.
It's all right. I'm just entering this into my character sheet on D&D Beyond, and then also like removing all of the stuff that I don't have anymore and watching my armor class go.
Yeah, we don't have anything, do we?
Briv has his armor.
And your shield. You apparently
Yes.
sleep in your armor and shield.
I obviously do. I don't know why thou does not.
I'm just
So
continuing
can
the
we-
whole Hitchhiker's Guide to the Galaxy thing, where I'm just wandering around like Arthur Dent.
But no one has a towel, so we're really screwed.
Yeah, I don't know how we keep dimension hopping without a towel. This is bad.
I have
bad
these
call.
pants.
At least you have pants.
Thank goodness for pants.
Armor and pants.
I'll be taking those if you're planning on standing under me anymore. Thank you very much, Briv.
And you discover that you have a rod. You have an immovable rod.
Ooh.
And we get a
Alright.
long rest?
Everyone gets a long rest. Everyone is fully restored.
They'll wake up in the
I
morning
missed-
and they'll
what
still.
was this ring, Alindra?
So your ring, one moment.
Oh, it wasn't mine. I'm trying to see if I'm going to take it.
Oh.
It basically does force damage.
What was it
At
called?
range. Ring of the Ram.
So in the morning, I will talk about what everything does and explain to everyone their items. This allows you to attack something near you. It summons the essence of a creature, and it will attack for you. It is quite strong. It also can break objects for you, if that is necessary.
I can do that without a ring. I
would-
pushed down the wall of that tower.
And I look at Penelope and I wink and I say, and it was most impressive.
Huzzah!
Okay. Are we all set?
So what else was there? So fancy ring,
sword that
now
sets
you-
on fire, which is super cool.
Your cloak, if you choose to wear your hood up, if you choose to hide yourself, you are much more difficult to see. And you
I'm
are
already very
much
difficult to see. No one
going to
ever
be
sees.
even more difficult to see. Almost impossible at this point. It does
This
take
should
some
be
time to hide
fun.
yourself.
Okay.
And I also would like to memorize, to learn Fireball. And what else? Yeah, this Fireball.
Okay.
And I'm going to copy the map too. Do I have any of my books with me?
No.
Or do I have? So I have no spell book or anything. So the only thing I have is Fireball, so I can't copy it.
Yeah, you don't even have your
screwed.
spellbook.
Does anyone have need of the rod? I
I
have
think that I
some
could be of
clever
use.
ideas for
All
this immovable rod.
And Alindra, if you're without a weapon or without your books, do you want to take this ring? Gives you something at least in case we get attacked.
It's true. I suppose I could. Yes. Thank you. I put it on. So oh boy, I gotta take off all my armor and everything.
All right. So what is the
No
group doing?
spells, no armor. Luckily, I have Rrakkma with me all the time. Thank you, Rrakkma.
I
Ogma
shall
is my
say that
co-pilot.
Ogma plus armor is much better.
I don't want to change anyone.
Since Penelope
would
fell asleep in a
tend to
tree,
agree.
she'd still be wearing her clothing and armor, but I don't know. Would she
That's
have
fine.
her equipment? I don't know.
You have to make that judgment call for yourself.
Maybe. She brought her sling for sure because she used it.
Yeah.
Okay.
That's true. You all
Okay.
came in like ready to attack. I was the one in small clothes.
I did cast a spell over there that would have had my spell book, but if I don't have it, then I will make do without it.
That's true. You were woken up to the sound of like fighting and stuff. So
You might have grabbed it knowing.
could you cast Mind
The
Spike without your
Alindra
spellbook?
I know
did.
would
I
never
cast it,
leave
so-
without her spell book.
I
It's
can
true.
I
She
can
snuggles
see you
with it
still
like a-
having your
like a teddy
spellbook.
bear.
I
Okay.
can see you still having your spellbook.
Excellent.
I've still got all my spells. I mean,
If you
I
hear
just,
a noise in the middle of the night, essentially, your spellbook is your baseball bat.
Yeah. I will hit you with knowledge. I will bash you over the head with knowledge.
Paylor is my baseball bat. So yeah, I'll give you the ring. I'll give you the
we're
ring
getting
Can we
still.
get merch, please?
Our fighting shirts. Got two of them right there.
Yeah.
Baylor is my baseball bat. All right. And I have to. Okira wakes up. There's still, it's better like with the burrito wings, but I think there's still like a wing in someone's face, and she's still a little self-conscious about all of that. But at least she still has her spells. So yeah, she'll
Okay.
hand over the ring, and she'll do her very quick. Baylor, are you still there?
Very distant. Very distantly. You kind of feel the effect of Paylor, but it seems like Paylor is even further away.
Yeah, outside the bag. Okay, but that still means I can pick some spells for the day. Okay.
Yeah.
Hold on, everybody. What,
You're threading
what
the
do we want
needle.
what do we want prepared while we're in a bag? What'll help us out while we're in a bag?
Right.
I don't have any bag spells.
Like scissors.
I need scissors. Let me see what I can do.
I would agree. I have no idea what we should be preparing here.
Well, if we're going up against an evil wizard and maybe a golden dragon in like a castle, well, so maybe whatever could help with that.
I do believe we're quite far out from the
Okay,
castle.
in that case, anything that will help in an enchanted forest, because we're going to go there, right?
Are we going to the Enchanted Forest? Are we going to trust the gelatinous cube and go into the Onyx
castle that has the wizard? Or can we just try to bust out of here? I mean, we're inside a bag. Can we just break the bag? Briv, you got this fancy flaming sword that's really cool. Can you break the bag?
Show me the bag wall, and it shall be broken.
That's a good point.
This
That's very
world
well
appears
said.
to be as real as anything you've seen.
I believe we should get used to the fact that this is our new home, just like the strange land we just departed.
I hope
Do
that
we
Keen
think-
will be able to find us.
Oh, Keen is gonna find the bag, and then Keen's gonna end up in the bag. Oh, this is bad.
Maybe he'll just carry the bag around.
If I were to use clairvoyance, mechanics question, would I, and I could see Keen, would I be able to message him?
And you could see Keen?
Through clairvoyance. So I'd be using clairvoyance to see him, and
Yes,
then I would
you
use the
see.
message. So it
Okay.
would be a combination, rather than a standard, because message won't work otherwise.
Oh,
He's too far
Okay.
away.
Yes, I will allow you to use clairvoyance.
Okay. I am going to let him know. But this is a this is going to be draining, as many things are. Let's try this then. I will cast clairvoyance. I sit and I focus in and I choose seeing.
Okay.
And I will go to see the familiar location. Oh no, unless had I been invited into Keen's room before, because if I had never been in there, I can't do this.
Scandalous.
I know,
Yes,
which is
you
why I always
have
ask
been. You have
permission.
been.
I have. Okay.
Yeah.
So I look into Keen's room where he should probably be resting and recovering. Is he in there?
He is in there. He is not resting and recovering. He is sad and forlorn, holding his spear.
He is in his winter.
I will message him.
That was
And I will
really
say,
good.
"Keen,
That was
There is a
surprisingly
bag."
good.
That was really good.
I can't follow that up. What is it you want? What? Elindra?
Keen, there is a bag. It looks like a bag, but it's not a bag, and it swallowed us. We're trapped. We need your help. Please get it. Please get us out.
Leave me alone, strange demon.
It's Elindra, Keen.
Elindra has been dead.
What? What are you talking about?
I am not amused by this evil prank. I do not know what entity you are, but this is not funny.
Gidea Praith, I have had an incredibly difficult last few days. I need you to listen to me.
Oh, it's you. Okay.
If he had a middle name, you would have used it.
I
It
was
would have
about
been
to use my full
amazing.
name, but that's just a beast.
I thought you were dead.
No, there's a bag, and I describe the bag and describe what happened as best I can, in as short of way as I can, because message is a limited spell.
I'm assuming that we can see her. Is that correct? Is she just talking to air right now?
Yeah.
So
she's
Briv
talking.
totally probably cannot be heard, but Briv is talking like he's trying to say things to Keen, whether he hears them or not, in the background.
Yes, tell him to bring our things, please.
Especially some pants.
I need flow.
No, don't bring Flo in here. We don't want to trap Flo in here.
Beat grinder.
Elindra,
Big grinder could be
You do-
helpful.
Yes.
What do you mean?
Alindra, did you
bag?
tell him?
You left.
What?
You all disappeared.
Yes, we're inside a bag. We're trapped. It's a portal of something similar.
Is this what happened 5 years ago?
5 years ago?
What do you mean 5 years ago?
What is he saying?
You all disappeared 5 years ago.
We
What
left
did he say?
last night. King, you need to
Alindra.
hurry.
You have been gone a very long time.
Time moves differently in different places, I suppose. But we need you to move quickly. We need you to find us.
I will try.
What is happening?
We
Where's
need you
Our
to do
Lady?
better than try. Hurry.
I will do this
Every
if it is the
moment we
last thing I
wait-
do.
Oh my goodness.
Hurry.
Tell him that the wild hunt, that we are the thing that he is to hunt.
Bring help.
Wait, no, we're not to be hunted. No, that's a no.
And
He
I
needs to
pop
find
back
us.
into my own self.
Okay.
What was that all about? What happened? Is King coming?
He's trying. It's been 5 years there. Every
What?
5
moment
years
he
what?
wastes since we left. I hope he hurries, because we're in great
Mm.
trouble.
Wait, so it took us 5 years to fall?
Apparently, between the time we left and now, it's been
Wait,
quite a bit of time.
is that... Where's Flo? Where's everyone?
I missed little Flo growing up.
Oh,
I missed the best years.
oh, Brave, I'll
so
go give
sorry,
Brave a
Brave.
hug. Brave.
If we get out of the bag, do we get that time back? Do we go back in time?
I don't know. But what that
Sure,
means is
also-
we need to hurry.
Who knows
Because
what could have
every moment
happened
we're
with the
waiting is-
darkness?
We should
Yes.
seek a bag expert. I think that made up Vordred is a good place to start.
I think we need to head straight to the Obsidian Forest.
Yes, you're
Obsidian
right.
Castle. I'm
We
so
have no more time to
confused.
lose.
Why are we in
Penelope.
a bag?
Castle. Yes.
We do not have time for the
Well,
frivolity of
that's
the
the time.
enchanted forest.
No, you're right. We have a mission now. Our mission is to
Flo
get back.
is no longer a child.
We have to get back for Flo.
What are you doing?
She's grown up without her father.
Let's go right now. Penelope's gonna run out of the hut.
Don't you do it. Don't you do it, Laura Nervin.
Nope.
Okay.
Okira is totally serious in this moment. Okira is super serious. We really need to get back, figure out what's going on.
Let's go.
Either we get the time back or we need to make up for it once we get out of here, but there's nothing we can do in the bag. And she'll follow Penelope out.
Okay.
Let's go.
We shall escape thee. Do you hear me, bag world? I just shout into the heavens.
Bag world.
Does the bag
do you
respond?
guys head out?
Are we
The
at
bag does
Briv
not
starts
respond.
marching. Briv starts marching with purpose, and it is likely in the wrong direction, and he awaits our cleric of Ogma to set him straight.
Right.
I don't have a sun to orient us.
You have. So the map.
Makes it difficult to choose the direction.
Well, Globby
Didn't Shuby tell us to go this way?
went
Glubby went
east.
east, correct? So the
Correct.
other way would be west.
Right.
And I will do my best to stay oriented, and I will also pass that information along to Griff so that they have it as well and can help keep us traveling.
Griff can actually see the wastes, but no fortress. But
obsidian rocks everywhere.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
I'm gonna have Griff go back to owl form, I believe, here.
Okay.
I think. Possibly trust him. I'm deciding.
How far does it look? I mean, I know you've got a map made out of crayon, but any idea?
Yeah, Griff is probably best in owl form for this. So it's a perception +3 and advantage on sight checks. So it's dark vision 120 feet, so probably way past that for light vision. Good sight.
Yeah.
Okay.
How far
So
do we think we gotta go?
It's about a day's march.
Anything between here and the castle that we should be worried about?
It doesn't look like it on the map.
Okay.
Maps do not typically draw in the dragons and the dire bears and everything else that we shall have to slay.
Oh, good. Then they won't be there. Penelope's gonna start running.
Okay.
We've gotta go.
Do we have any way to move faster? Because literally every moment we waste here is.
Briv pulls out his call, and he just lets out the griffin call.
Okay, you let off a griffin call.
I'm just going to keep doing that periodically as you
guys are running. Is everyone running?
This is a marathon, not a sprint. We gotta go a while.
No time.
I think.
All right.
Or Kira has no pants.
For 5 years, she's had no pants.
All right.
That's
you
a
are
thought.
running,
I should be very used to not having pants by now, and I'm just gonna
and
run.
it is a montage of you running over hills and over stones and through grass and trees. And finally, you get over the hill and you see the obsidian waste where the castle is marked, but you do not see a castle. There are several obsidian stones everywhere, surrounded by strange flowers.
Penelope,
Briv touches a flower.
Oh, of course you
Is
do.
this a flower?
Briv spits on a flower. Briv
opens a portal.
There's the castle.
Well,
Briv touches a flower with his flaming sword.
It burns the flower.
Okay.
Briv.
Are we supposed to
Apologies.
summon the castle? Is it invisible? Was it here 5 years ago and now it's gone?
I need everyone to roll a perception check.
Perception.
Briv starts yelling out, "If thou art there, bagman, maybe Vordred, if that's not made up, show thyself."
21.
12.
Who dares call me bagman? In the fortress, all the obsidian stones fly up into the air and swirl into a maelstrom, a tornado of sharp, pointy rocks, and then they slowly brick up and form a fortress.
I found
Briv, you're
the
very good
tower.
at that.
Wow, that was
On
easy.
top of the wall, I am Vordred, and I am no bagman.
What
Aren't we
is
in a bag?
thine real name, Vordred?
Vordred.
That sounds made up.
It's not made up.
I look at thee with skepticism.
What manner of creature are you?
I am a Briv, and I demand that thou release us from this
Hideous.
Vale. What?
Ow.
Dost thou interrupt me?
I does.
I was monologuing.
I monologue back at you.
Release us from this bag prison.
Aha! You want something from me, Vordred?
Made up.
This
Yes.
guy's just like standing on the top
Can
of
I
this.
see what
Yeah.
Mordred looks like?
Old wizened wizard with long flowing white hair and a white beard that goes all the way down to his feet, and he's got a robe that's kind of split open in the chest area, and you see that he has an 8-pack.
Oh,
And his hair
I
kind of is like
totally-
floating in the wind.
Briv looks up to the sky and just yells, Vordred! And he's just waiting for it. And I guess
Who
no
are
lightning
you talking
happens.
to?
Never mind. Vordred,
How far
release
up-
us from this bag prison.
How far up is this guy?
It's not the biggest fortress in the world. You know, it's about 60-foot wall.
I'm gonna fly up to him.
You fly up to him.
Yeah.
What?
Hi.
What manner of creature are you? What
It's a long
hideous
story.
transformation has happened?
Yeah, it's a long
Orcs!
story.
Orcs to me! Shoot down this monster!
Really? I came up
these
here to say hi, and
humanoid
you're
things
just gonna
march
shoot at us?
out from the towers
For-
with pig heads,
Oh boy.
carrying bows.
As in their heads are pig-like, or they've got a pig head on top of their head.
They have pig heads and large tusks.
Okay.
Orcs! Shoot her!
Why?
He called them orcs?
Yes.
No one shoots my friend. I cast gust of wind at them.
I'm still
But they can't
asking
use their
Vordred,
arrows.
why?
You're being very nice.
Everyone, all of them are horrified. Oh! And like the arrows stop in midair and fly back at them. And like one of them gets hit by an arrow and immediately just dies from the wound and falls off the wall.
Oh my god, I'm so sorry.
Vordred! No, Penelope, we don't apologize to the evil beings that we slay. Vordred!
What sorcery is this? Why is your magic so strong?
Because we are from a real world and not a bag one, Vordred.
This is not a bag world.
Why are we yelling at one another?
That's
This
what I've
is
been
just the
asking.
way I talk.
I don't think this is a productive means of conversation. Hello, Vordred, how are you? It's a lovely day today. My name is Alindra. These are my friends who are quite impulsive. We were sent to you by a,
A bag.
well, no.
Alindra, there's no other way to
the
put it. We're stuck in a bag world.
gelatin. Yes, we were sucked
Oh.
into your...
I'm not used to people being nice. That's not usually how this goes. People come to my fortress and they try to kill me.
Do you prefer
How
it
often
that
does
way?
that happen?
Because we can do that if that's the way you prefer to operate.
No,
I
I'm
didn't
fine.
have a policy of non-interference and just conversation, learning from one another.
If you're just looking for friends, we can be friends.
Yeah, we've already made friends with the gelatinous cube. Why stop there?
This is not how this is supposed to go. You come to the fortress and you fight. But
Why?
This is a nice change. I don't know. It's just sort of always been that way.
Seems that you may have information that would be helpful to us, and perhaps we have information that could be helpful to you. So maybe a productive conversation without your friends.
What is it? What is
the
it that
weapons?
you want?
We want to
we'd
go
like to go
home.
home.
I've said this 4 times already, Vordred. We want out of
Oh,
the
you-
bag.
If you promise
Alindra,
to
go
never
ahead.
come back,
Oh, yes, we can promise that.
Well, we don't.
and I
know.
need
We
you
choose to be
to
here.
bring someone back here for me.
Well,
Wait, we can't come back, but we have to come back with someone.
Dost thou want
Yes.
Keen?
I
I'm
want
confused.
revenge for the man who trapped me here, and so
Oh.
many others.
And
And
maybe you
gave
should
you
just
thy
come with
name.
us.
Why don't we just? get
No,
you
my name
out?
has always been Vordred.
No, it hasn't.
Wait. Hold on a second. You know how to get out of here. but you're still
Yes.
here. Why don't
Well,
you just
I grew
leave?
to like it.
Of course.
All right.
Who trust you here? Let's start there, and then we can discuss whether or not
No,
you'd like
let's
to
start with
stay
getting
or
out.
go.
I tried once to leave, and it was very dangerous, and I decided that perhaps being in this world is much safer. The world
that people are always
outside
trying
is
to kill you.
full of powerful magic and strange creatures.
And
Ugly
although-
ones, like
there's-
the Brivs. The Brivs are terrifying in your
yeah.
world.
Briv is beautiful.
Right.
So, what is the name of the person who you would like us to return to?
I will teleport you out of this realm right now, as long as you promise to bring me this man.
No.
He's-
We
Hence,
find
now get on with it.
we
Oh,
find
yes,
that
yes.
you tell us the name first, and then we agree to the thing. We
Nope.
don't. There's no blind.
Psst. Okay,
No one
it's
can
okay.
stop Briv the Bold.
He'll
Just
find
teleport
out.
us to our home, and we shall do whatever thine ask.
Do you swear, all of you, to bring me this man, to exile him in this world?
No, we don't even know who this guy is.
Then no deal, no teleportation for you. You stay with Vordred.
I have a feeling that if I climb that little rock tower you have there and throttle you by the throat, thou wouldst
Oh,
cast
no.
teleport
No.
with or without a promise from us.
I'm still flying up
seems-
there, right?
Okay.
Yeah, you're still there. You're there.
I would like to cast Zone of Truth
Oh, beat
on
me
the
to it.
guy. He needs to make a charisma saving throw DC 14.
Okay. He fails.
Excellent. Okira is going to ask him, because he now cannot speak a deliberate lie.
Who do you want us to go get? You tell us first.
The Aventure.
He's dead. We can't get him for you.
I shall
Then-
bring thee his bones.
That's disgusting.
That's going to be very difficult to get
I may
to,
have
Briv.
some
We
in my
haven't been able
bag.
to get back there. No, he's
That's
buried.
disturbing. We'll deal with that
That
later.
would serve my purposes just fine, dead or alive. You will bring him to me,
Why?
because he trapped me here, and so many
What?
others.
What'd you do?
Nothing.
All makes
He's not
sense
allowed to
now.
speak a deliberate lie.
I tried to take over the world and become,
And so in punishment, the Aventure gave
because
thee
I am
thy
insecure
name.
about my feelings and my place as a man.
Listen, we all have been there. We've all gone through issues in our lives that make us want to take
It's
over the world,
why
I
I do
guess.
so many sit-ups every morning, because I am insecure deep down.
Okay,
You
enough
have
truth.
a lovely abdominal section. You've done an
That's
excellent
Is
job.
thine real
Very
name Vordred?
Yes.
Dang it.
No way. Thine spell is
So
faulty.
fake.
No, I would know if he's lying. He's
How
not
did you
allowed
plan
to
take over the
lie.
world?
What?
How did you plan to take over the world?
That's very elaborate. I'm glad you asked. No one ever asks how one
The short
plans to take
version,
over the
if
world.
you could.
First, there were some heroes, and I was going to kill them and make an example. And once I had done that, everyone was going to bow before my might. And I was going to blot out the sun so that my evil minions could take over the world. And, I didn't get that far. I didn't put a lot of planning into it, actually, now that I think about it, which is maybe why I did not succeed. This
Thou
was
art
all...
the worst villain.
And Avery
I have
knew
ever
and
I
heard.
really like him. Can we keep him?
you.
What was...
Perhaps
What's...
we can keep him in the bag.
Well, can I, make a suggestion?
I prefer
I
to
make a
stay
sug-
in the bag. Yes.
Yeah, this seems like the perfect place for you. I know it's supposed to be some kind of punishment for trying to take over the world, but here you go. You've got a world. You don't have to do the killing and the evil minions and the blotting out the sun. So why don't you just send us back? We're a bunch of heroes. You get to say you banished a bunch of heroes instead of killing us, and then you own this world. And then we don't have to go bring back a bunch of bones from a world that's not even the world we're going to, and you get a world, and everybody's happy.
And indeed, we can share the tale of your great deeds. We can find some
I have never
bards, we can-
spoken to heroes this long in my entire existence. This has gone far too long.
This is personal growth. This is how you break out of that cycle of always being upset
Art
with
thou
yourself
going
and
to
who you
teleport
are.
us or not?
Yes, please send us home.
We really would like to go
Be
home.
gone! And lightning crackles from the sky, and lightning strikes each one of you, and you suddenly wink out of existence.
Oh, I thought I was going to get big and red. Okay, all right.
And
You
we
each-
wink into existence.
A horrible, squeezing, retching feeling all around you as each one of you is vomited up by the bag. Just. And
Briv is going to set that
the
thing
last
on
one to
fire.
come out is Briv.
Ugh.
Blow that O-ring. And then I'm stabbing and killing this thing. Like,
Just like
immediately.
it squeezes to the
Are
left,
you
squeezes to
destroying
the
the
right,
world?
squeezes
Don't
to
hurt
the left,
Bobby.
squeezes to the right,
It's just
and just like
a
runs
portal
off
to
into the
world.
darkness.
No, it does not run off into the darkness. I'm grabbing this thing. Nah.
All right, you grab it. It's like
Briv.
No!
Hold it still, Okira.
Hold on. Wait, listen. If we destroy it, everything that's inside of it might come out of it, and we don't want anything that's in it to come out of it. Why don't we just stash this somewhere with a sign that says, "Don't open, evil wizard inside"?
Oh, yes, because signs have stopped people before.
No, the lack of signs
They
have
have.
not stopped
They
people. We need a
absolutely
you
sign.
have.
realize that the floor is off kilter. You
Anyone
are
else
in
notice
Storm
that I'm-
Herald.
What?
Everything
It
looks
does feel a
different.
little uneven.
I opened
You
the door.
almost
to the
have
room.
to put your hands up against the wall to walk.
Okay, where
No,
are
no,
we? What
no.
To
do
the
we see
control
here?
center.
Oh, don't say it's true.
What do we see around us?
I leave the room.
Broken stone, cracked stone walls.
No.
You hear no one, no voices. As you make your way to the control room, you find the shattered orb, and the room is dark.
We didn't get our time back.
My pants.
What are we going to do? If we've lost 5 years, who knows how much the darkness could have spread in this world?
We know Keen.
Do you
has
guys
gotta
go outside? Does everyone go outside?
Yes. I'd run to
Keen's
that
got to
tree.
be around here somewhere. Alindra was able to talk to him.
Briv's looking for
Outs-
Flo. Beat Grinder's dead. He
You
knows
don't
it
see
in his
Flo.
heart.
You look
can't see
outside,
that.
and Storm Herald is on the ground, smashed into a mountainside. And the world is barren. There is no vegetation. There is no life. In the distance, you see the sea of the dead, the ocean of dead. Far, far away. There is no sunlight. Just the
Or
occasional
Kira.
crackling of lightning in the distance.
Where is that bag?
I've
You
still
see
got it right here.
4 statues in the courtyard by the tree. Each one of Penelope Halfpint, one of Okira Ildrix, one of Briv Stillmarrow, and one of Alindra. And on plaques, it says, "In loving memory, I'm sorry I could not find you."
We're right here. We're right here. We're right here. We were here the whole time.
But we were
And
not
that's the
here
end of
for
the
the whole
adventure.
time.
Thank you, everyone, for watching Heroes of the Vale. A little bit of a cliffhanger. We will not be back next Wednesday, but we will be back April 3rd with the latest installment of Heroes of the Vale. Thank you so much for watching. I hope everyone enjoyed the adventure. Thank you so much. Thank you to the amazing cast, Hope Lavelle, Adam Bradford, Lauren Urban, and of course, Jen Kretschmer. Thank you so much for watching.
Bye.
Bye.
Hi.
See you in 5 years.